Hello, everybody. I am here with Renee McMahan. Did I do that right or bad?
Yes, no, that was perfect.
Okay, and Renee is with Compass, and I discovered Renee and reached out to her, and she was very accommodating. I think we were comparing notes about getting hit by kids, right? Was that
Yes,
it? Okay, so
I
um,
got punched in the stomach
yeah,
yesterday.
hers
My
is
son.
hers is 3 and mine is 23. So it's a little bit of a I was just trying to tell Renee that how's it going to go. But you are a native Alexandrian, and tell me just a little bit about your Alexandria journey, and then we'll dig into some cool stuff about Alexandria.
Yeah, so I am a native, born and raised on South Lee Street by Jones Point Park, and love everything Alexandria. Um, so my parents actually owned the house that I grew up in for 40 some odd years, and they were getting little older, so I talked to them about, looking at condos, one
Hmm.
level. So they moved to Porto Vecchio down the street.
Sure.
And long story short, I ended up purchasing my childhood home from my parents to keep it in the family so they could purchase something. And it's something that we really enjoy. That's actually where I was yesterday when I was getting punched in the stomach with my
Hmm.
son.
Uh-huh.
So it's an Airbnb, but also get to enjoy it with family time and friends, which is really nice. And it's the nostalgic of Old Town.
That's awesome. And so, it's interesting. I lived in Bridge Yard, which is next
Mhm.
to Porto Vecchio for a while.
I did too. That's where I met my husband,
Oh,
actually.
really?
And my parents lived there too before.
And so you currently do you it's an Airbnb, but do you live in the
hmm
Airbnb and rent it out or
We enjoy staying there several times throughout the year.
okay.
But we actually have a place down the parkway as well.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So talk to me about is your son your only?
Nope, I have a 9-year-old daughter, Lucy. So she actually goes to St. Mary's down the street. So it's 2 blocks from my childhood home. And Henry went to St. Paul's last year and is going to be starting pre-K at St. Mary's next year.
Gotcha. So one of the things that we were sort of just talking about a little bit was this we're doing this parents connect, so there's with Fort Hunt parent and Alexandria parent, and it's basically just a way of like sharing resources, right? And
hmm
there's lots of cool web pages, and there's lots of cool magazines and whatever, so it's just another way for people to connect, parents to connect and share ideas and connect with people who are the businesses that support or the playgrounds or the
hmm
whatever. So you were talking about the happy place as a cool thing for parents, but tell me a little bit about like what are you delighted about with as a parent in
In Old
Alexandria? Yeah.
I mean, Old Town, it's everything. It's so uplifting. This morning I walked my daughter to camp, and you always see something different. Actually, diagonal from St. Mary's, there's a keychain and trinket garden. So the kids always like to, take something and you put something back. So it's really nice seeing that community, and every time you walk by, the kids run over to pick something out.
I know
But it's really,
exactly, Renee.
yeah,
It's funny. That's over. That's pretty close to the bridge yard underneath the
yes.
bridge, and I was house sitting on the corner, catty corner, away from that trinket garden or that keychain garden, and I'll be house sitting there again this next week or 2 weeks, and so I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like a kind of for everybody listening. It's like a little free library, but it's not. It's for keychains and trinkets, right? Right across from St. Mary's.
Yes. Yeah, it's really neat just having that small town feel. And every day, like my daughter was doing camp, so my son was with me, and we would walk Lucy to St. Mary's. That's where the camp was. And then we had our routine. We would walk up cross Washington Street and go to Cafe du Soleil
Hmm.
and get donuts. They're not actually donuts, it's a chocolate beignet. But for a 3-year-old, donuts make more sense.
No, just go through the effort of explaining the difference between a donut and a beignet while the kid is looking at it, waiting to eat it. That would be hilarious.
Exactly. Yes. So that's where just having those routines and different stops. And actually, one day I was walking there with my son, and we went in to get our chocolate donut. And I ran into somebody who just came up to me, very nice woman. She had a dog and she asked if I lived locally because her daughter was having a baby. And was asking about recommendations for nannies, daycares. Like those are things that I was so excited that she reached out and I connected with her daughter because transitioning from, being um, a wife and then all of a sudden becoming a mother, you're like, wow, there's a lot of resources and things that I need to find.
Right.
And of course you can go online, there's different mom chats, but being able to talk to people about personal experiences, the different playgrounds to go to, the tot lot that's close to Duke Street, Jones Point Park, they have the little footprints there. It's just really nice to see firsthand what it's like living there too.
So let's do that then. Let's put you on the spot. Give me a top 10 things that you like, a new parent or a parent who's new to, and I guess it changes because new parent is different than parent new to, but like, let's just say parent of young kids,
Mhm.
and they're moved to Alexandria, and you're like, okay, here's Renee's list, right? Like these are the places that you are going to love. What? Give me your list.
Yes. So Windmill Park is one of the biggest ones. So that's actually on South Lee Street, and best place hands down to go sledding. I went sledding there as a kid, and it's a lot of fun getting to take my kids to go sledding there too. They have a younger kids park at the top, and then bigger playground that was redone probably in the late 90s when I was going there. So really great spot, overlooks the water. Jones Point. I love it there because it's quieter. You're close to everything. You can walk to King Street in 10 blocks. But Jones Point Park you can go down to the lighthouse and just look over the water. You can play soccer. They used to do the fireworks there, but now that's at Orinoco Park. So they have these little like paw prints. They have a deer, or they have a rabbit, or they have a raccoon, and it's just fun for the kids to kind of bounce on them. And the best place to learn how to ride a bike underneath the bridge. So great place there. I mentioned the Happy Place. So we came across that. That actually used to be a hair salon that I went to when I was a child. And Happy Place it's imagine all pink, all blue, balloons, Taylor Swift, like big, shiny, pretty stuff. And I love taking my daughter and my son there too, just because it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a happy place. And they sell, little toys, trinkets, and clothes. There's also a great bookstore that they have for adults and for kids. We went there yesterday and got to enjoy reading some books and, purchasing a few things. Um,
Is that in the Happy Place or is that the Old Town
Separate.
Books?
Yep.
Okay.
Old Town Books,
Okay.
exactly. And then if you go, it's very tempting. A couple doors down, Lavender Moon Cupcakes. That's where I went when I was pregnant with my daughter Lucy. Probably a little bit too much,
Mm-hmm.
but best cupcakes you can ever imagine. So other places that are good for kids, they have the farmers market, which is always nice to check out. The Tot Lot, which is just a block away from the Old Town Books. That's great for toddlers, younger kids. They have different bikes and stuff that are sitting there that can be used at any time.
I'm sorry. This dog is
It's your furry
escaped.
baby.
They escaped the backyard while I was there, and I'm like, I don't understand how they're getting out. Right? Like
Yeah.
I don't understand the yard. Get out here, guys! Come on, everybody out! Everybody out! Everybody, go, Pepper!
It's so much more fun, like listening to it on the other side, like when my clients are yelling at their kids,
Yeah.
and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah.
not
I
me.
know it. Oh my God. Like I'm empty nesting, right? And I travel around the country and I'm in Alexandria for the summer because of my son and daughter are both here for, college or after college or whatever. And it's funny, people hear the dogs just jumped into the pool. Um, which means they're going to be soaking wet getting into the house, which is awesome for not my house. And but the it's funny because people hear. I mean, you're at like the kind of early stages of parenting and stuff, but like
Hmm.
the funny part is like when people hear that like I don't have a house, my kids are grown, I don't have anything, and I live in my car. They're like, "Oh my God, you're living the dream."
That is the dream. That is
I mean,
legitimately the
but
dream.
the funny part, of course, is it's not the dream when you're you know just got married, right? The dream is what we're doing, what we both did. You go, you do the house, and you get the kids.
Yep.
Now afterwards, it's like get out, y'all. Um, but so you were just I think you were talking about the tot lot. Can you just talk about that again? Because
Yeah.
that was a little
Yeah, the
loud.
top limit. So that's going to be on just a block over actually from Old Town Books. So they have great little scooters, things that are left there, and it's fun talking to different parents that have several different ages. I remember going there and taking kids that I babysat years ago. So great community place, and it's just down the street from St. Paul's. Um, that my son went to as well for preschool.
Okay, okay. Um, I just discovered how they got out, so that's a good thing too. Um, not your kids, these two dogs. So okay, so are there anything else jump up for you? Are there any?
Yeah.
We opened my wife and I opened up a place called the Local back in 2003, and we had like this was right above the Comfort One shoe store, you know,
Hmm.
and it was like we did like a mommy and me, or not a mommy and me, like a story time and stuff like
Yep.
that. Like, are there good story times or play dates kind of things
Yeah.
in what's it called, Alexandria?
Great question. Yes. So there's a lot of great local shops that definitely bring the community together as well. So Old Town Books. Also, if like you're looking, to get together with different parents, something that it sounds shocking, but the library. It's such a simple, great place to go, free obviously, but they have story time, they have great meetups, even for, newborns. I remember taking my daughter of 6 weeks to the library, and honestly, it was for social time with
Right,
moms.
right.
So those are definitely great opportunities that the city provides, which I always highly recommend taking advantage of.
You know what I just thought of, which would be another fun thing to add to our list, would be the kids eat free.
Yes, and did you know at George Washington's estate, the restaurant there on Tuesdays, they usually.
Well, now somebody is going to know because we're going to share that. I mean, that is a great. I remember we used to go to this place called Chevy's up on Route One, and
Yep.
it was Monday nights. It was kids eat free, and I think yeah. I mean, like that's one of those things where, again, and this is what Renee. This is one of the things I think is such a cool opportunity for for the real estate agent because it's
Hmm.
like if you can share
It's
that,
so I love it.
that's so great.
And that's what yesterday I was at Cooper's Mill with the girls. I had her friends that also live in Old Town, and we went to Cooper's Mill, which is a really cool restaurant down
Yeah,
by the water.
yeah.
And they have, I noticed, I think on Tuesday and Wednesday they definitely have like $5 glasses of wine and whatever like discount for the kids and stuff. So lots of opportunities.
No, that's great. Any other things that jump up for you that would be like if you were making a list for a new client who just moved into Alexandria, just like just put this on your list. You don't need to do this in the first two
Yeah.
minutes, but anything else jump up for you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely go to the farmers market. So that's where they're doing construction right
Yeah.
now at Town Hall, but it's just a great thing to walk around, to experience, to see. We've definitely focused on Old Town things, but Delray, I have a lot of friends and work a lot in Delray, and it truly is that small town, Main Street feel, and everybody, is walking around the dog and a kid, and there's so many great parks, kid-friendly places to go that you can go inside and enjoy during the day. So definitely checking out the various restaurants there as well.
No, yeah, Delray is a great place, and I was thinking about the farmers market. So that's relocated up the street a bit.
Yes, yep. It's so they also have a farmers market for Old Town North, fun fact. So they have the traditional one that's always been on King Street. They just have it around the corner right now while they're doing construction.
Yeah,
But Old Town North, they have the dog park, that's there. They have the tennis courts. So they do their own farmers market, which is really nice. I've loved watching the north end of Old Town develop and
yeah,
just grow so much
yeah.
because I remember it was just office buildings. My dad used to work there. So now the fact that they're livening things up, the redevelopment um, with the power plant is going to be phenomenal and expected by 2030. So that's where the different pockets of Alexandria and especially Old Town, I can go on forever.
And do you ever? One of the things that occurred to me was the torpedo factory as a fun
Yes.
place. Do you ever take the kids there?
Yep. And I actually did art classes there growing up. My good friend's mom was an artist and they lived across the street. So we did art classes. First night out is they do every year for New Year's Eve. It's been going on since I was a child. And I always love taking them to the torpedo factory. You can also get on the boat and take that to National Harbor, the taxi, rather.
Right.
And that's just right outside of the torpedo factory. So great place just to walk around, see the water, but also great activities for kids too.
And as when you were saying the boat, the tall ship is another fun, probably a really fun thing to take the kids to. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean the one that was discovered when
No,
they were developing?
no, the tall ship at the pier bar. It's the where uh, the waterfront where the
Mhm.
art installation is right across from the torpedo factory.
Yes.
You know the pier bar.
Yes, yes.
In front of the pier bar, they have there's a pirate ship. There's the old sailing ship that's there.
Yes, that you can play around.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's I love how they developed it because before it ended, and also the fact that they closed down the streets for the
Oh,
pedestrian walkway.
yes,
It's
yes,
amazing.
yes. That's such an, I mean, it's like parking in Old Town is horrible. Anyway,
Yeah,
why not just make it just a smidge more horrible, but
yeah.
give everybody the thing. So give
And
everybody
but
the
you have the
chance.
free trolley too, which that was another fun thing that I take my kids on because it comes I think a couple times an hour and it's free. You just hop on and you can go up and down King Street, which is it's just a nice experience too.
Absolutely, it's funny. I've never done the trolley.
You have to,
N-
I loved it. I grew up living on the buses, public transportation, walking. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's great. So, thank first off, thank you very much, Renee. That was awesome. It'd be super good to share. And then